The Niners pick 117, round 4. Who do we take here?
This has got to be our O-line. I think this is for sure either the Kendrick Green, Aaron Banks, who's a little bit more of a power rush guard, but I think he's got some mobility, some fluidity to him. I think it'd be way too soon to do a tackle for them. I think they would pick one of up maybe 6th or 7th round or undrafted for them. Center's possibility as well, but I think guard. This is the right place to go guard.
I went a different direction. I have them sticking in their secondary here and taking a safety. I was using the PFF as my model going through it, and Jamar Johnson was still on the board at 117. If he's there at 117, that's a steal because he should be gone in the 2nd round. I think.
It's a tough one because safety is a huge need too. They sign a guy like Tony Jefferson. Here's a question. If we don't take Kendrick Green here, think you can get him a little later, or you think this is the spot?
My big trade for them is to package 172 and 180 to jump up to 135. So the question for us would be, can you get Kendrick Green at 135, or can we get the other player we're talking about,
the safety?
The safety. Can we get him at 135? Who's most likely to be gone at 135?
Well, they got Kendrick Green ranked at 191 on CBS, which isn't the end all be all, and they get things wrong a lot. So why don't we take the safety here?
Yeah. Okay.
Jack, tell us again about the safety.
Well, he's out of Indiana. He was he's a top safety. He was a stud. He's actually the guy that made he had a couple of picks against Ohio State this year in that game. I think he's an all Big Ten safety. And the part
Jamar Johnson.
Yeah, Jamar Johnson. The reason I wanted to go there was because I think, they need a guy for the long term because that's a guy that can replace Hart after this year.
Great pick. Didn't expect it. Round 5, pick 150. Pick 155. Okay. So we haven't traded up yet. What are we going to do here? Brett,
my suggestion is 172 and 180 to jump up to around 135. Green Bay, I think, Green Bay at 135 because they've got 3 5th rounders. They've got 155, 172, 180.
I missed 172. Do the Niners have 172 this year?
They do.
Okay.
They do.
Yeah, all the more reason to trade.
So, yeah, you definitely don't need to have the 3 5th round picks. And if there's a guy sitting there at the end of the 4th that you want, certainly package them together and jump up there.
I like it.
For me,
you like it, Jack? You good trading up?
Yeah. What are we trading?
We're trading
172, 180 to get to 135.
Okay.
And 155 as well, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. We would keep 155.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about 135 then. Who are we going to take there? We're going to take Kendrick Green, the offensive lineman?
I think if he's there, that would be a hell of a value.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me again about him. He's more of a mobile zone blocking fit.
He fits our zone blocking scheme. I think a best of most, if not all, of the guards that can be taken in this range.
Okay.
There's much bigger names that I've been talking about, but they ended up really being more of a power block scheme.
Okay.
Kendrick Green is really the guy that fits more of what Kyle does, I believe.
Okay, so we're trading up for Kendrick Green. Let's recap real quick. We got Jones, Aaron Robinson, the cornerback, Trevon Grimes, the safety Jamar Johnson, and now Kendrick Green, the offensive lineman, with 155 on the clock. Right. Who are we going to take at 155?
What do you got, Jack?
Well, so for me at 155, since 172 is off the board, I'll just say both those guys real quick, and we can maybe see if even one of them fits. At 155, I was thinking Benjamin St. Juste. I think that's how you say his name, the cornerback out of Minnesota. And the thought there was they need to build up that depth, so that's why they would go there. Or the other one at 172, I had Josh Palmer, which is a wide receiver out of Tennessee. He's a bigger guy, like 6'2", Kendrick Bourne type of size, kind of to replace him. So just depends on if you want to go corner or wide receiver, or maybe there's another position you guys think we should go.
At 155, if he was still around, I liked the edge player, Jonathan Cooper. I don't know if I'm, dreaming that he's going to still be around that late, but if he was, I think he would be, a solid pick in that range. I've gone safety and a second guard a few times in that 155 range as well. So,
what about a running back?
running back is certainly possible. I don't know if there's really any of the pass catchers that are in that range. I've liked Kylan Hill from, I think, Mississippi State, but he's really more of your power back style.
What about Demetric Felton from UCLA? They have him at 144 on CBS. Is he? People like him.
Everything I read about him is that they're really projecting him more as receiver
slot guy,
specialty play type guy.
Oh, okay, gadget guy.
Yeah,
okay.
He seems like he'd be more of like a slot guy. If you're going to, that's kind of like he's kind of a cheaper version of Amari Rodgers from Clemson.
Okay.
I hear that.
I mean, I think he's interesting because if the Niners do take a running back, they might want the pass catching specialist, which they don't have right now, which was what McKinnon was supposed to be, I guess. So I don't know if Felton would be there. Who do you guys want to go with here? I'm open-minded.
The only thing I'll throw in is that I have Jonathan Cooper on my list too. I have him on I have him at 194.
I mean, if you can get an edge guy with upside in the 5th round, why would you not take that? Why would you take a running back over that guy? I like that. I'm good with that. Jonathan Cooper.
Going to Cooper. Cooper at 155.
Is his name Jonathan Cooper or is it something else? Jonathan Cooper was the offensive lineman from 10 years ago.
No, it's Jonathan Cooper as well.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it is Jonathan Cooper.
Maybe he'll redeem that name. Okay, we traded 172 and 180, 194 round 6, second to last pick. What are we doing here?
Okay. Go ahead, Jack.
Since we took Cooper, we jumped up. We took Cooper a little higher than I had him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is a good spot if he's still on the board to take to go center because they're going to need to get a center. And I like Drew Dahlman out of Stanford.
Drew Dahlman. I've got the exact same guy, 194. I love it.
Yeah,
that's great. I'm not going to disagree with you guys. I've actually watched Drew Dahlman because Jack and I scouted Davis Mills a few times, and he said, "Just keep your eye on the center too. You always seem like a real stout, strong dude." I like it.
I think it's unlikely that he actually makes it this far, but if he does, this would be a really, really great value pick for him.
Agree.
Maybe that's the guy that they were scouting at the pro day.
But he didn't get to participate in that because he had COVID.
Oh, really?
Not a COVID, but he didn't pass the COVID test or whatever, so he had to do his own pro day after.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this draft so far. We've hit both offense and defense. We got an edge guy I wasn't expecting. Last pick, round 7, 230.
So there's a couple of positions I've gone with in this pick over my mocks. One has been kind of a halfback return specialist guy, and that was Puka Williams.
Okay.
Now Puka Williams comes with some off the field type issues. He had, I think, some kind of domestic battery or assault while he was still in college. And the only reason I've really kind of stuck with him is that he entered a program and the school actually accepted him back in and he continued playing afterward.
Okay.
And the Niners knew this, of course, and they spent time with him.
Interesting.
So he's very, very dynamic. He's a gadget guy. He's be a return specialist type guy. He's a guy that's very, very dangerous with, the ball in his hands in open field. So if they're willing to, believe that he has, grown up and matured and looked past his sins, then he's a guy I could see at 230. The only other guy I'll throw out there is a tight end, Quentin Morris. This was a guy that kind of, turned some heads at the Senior Bowl. Very, very dynamic receiver type. He's got a lot of room to grow as a blocker. But as far as someone to kind of pair along with Kittle, he could be someone that could be a fun project.
Yep. For me at 230, I went running back there. I put down Javian Hawkins from Louisville. This is a guy that I heard about recently. The Niners have interest in. He's on the smaller side though. He's only 5'9", but he's a good. Seems like he's a good receiver out of the backfield. He averaged over 6 yards a carry this year and over 5 yards in per carry the year before. So a lot of productivity from him. Another guy that they had shown interest in was the running back out of Oregon State. I can't remember his name. It's Jamar
Jefferson.
Yeah, Jamar Jefferson.
I got my cheat sheet.
Yeah, no, thanks. I was trying to look that up. And he's a little bit bigger guy. He's, I think, 5'10", 5'11", 217. So he kind of fits in that role like of Jeff Wilson Jr., kind of like his size-wise.
So I'm going to have to be the tiebreaker here. Well, I've never seen either player play, so I'm very educated here. It seems like what you described to Puka Williams, that seems like the kind of player the Chiefs would take in round 5. It seems like they'd be all over this guy. And they say he's 5'10", 170. Okay, he doesn't really sound like a running back, but as you said, he plays special teams. He's a returner. The Niners don't have one of those. I don't know. Javian Hawkins seems like he might be good too. How do I pick between two people I haven't seen? Let's take both of them. I don't know.
Well, let's take. Well, you could take one. You could take one now, and then you could sign the other one right after the draft. Because
they're both on the team. We're taking Puka Williams, and then Javian Hawkins somehow is going to come to the Niners.
Take Hawkins with 230, and then we'll sign Puka as an undrafted free agent
because of the off the field concerns.
Exactly.
There you go. See. We just laid it out for the 49ers. There's no way that they're going to do better than we did. There's no way.
How can they screw it up now?
Exactly. This was charitable. We did this just basically out of the goodness of our hearts. One day the Niners will give us the recognition we deserve by hiring us. But until then, we're just going to keep plugging away and grinding. Brett and Jack, thank you so much. Now someone said something. What do you guys think of Tutu Atwell? I actually seen him play. He's like 150 pounds.
Yeah, he's a little small.
He's a little small.
Yeah.
Fast though.
Yeah,
he's fast.
I've always been wary of the smaller receivers. They look great until they take that one big hit, and then they're kind of just ruined.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure he'll be fun for a short time, and then.
Jamie really liked our work today. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll find out
who the
Niners are going to take. We'll find out soon enough. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Thanks, guys.